So I think in cryptocurrency, everybody has a story, right? Your bad trade or your big trade or your huge gain. And in this video, I want to just express where I'm at with this currently and know that in the future, I'm probably going to regret this even more. Overall, I made a lot of money on this trade, a happy amount. I think anybody that would have bought in when I bought in and sold when I sold would have been happy. But this trade has now lost me close to a little over $100,000. So hopefully watching this video, you will learn from my mistakes and not make the same mistakes that I did. But this is just going to be a rant story explaining how I lost nearly $120,000 in the single click of a button. Just put the trade in, it got filled, and now I cry every single day. And I think I'm going to come back to this video a year from now or 5 years from now and just really want to, you know, take this thing and like just hit my head endlessly. But you live and you learn. And like I said, overall I profited, so I guess it can't be that bad. Before we get into the story, I want to tell you guys a couple of things. Let me get on a more happy note. So guys, my trading group that I created, and yes, I know this is a video about losing like 120 grand in a trade, but like I said, I overall was profitable with the trade. And all of the trades that I've done in my trading group, literally everyone in there has gained money from listening and seeing the trades that I've been doing on a day-to-day basis. I post my buy-in prices, I post my sell prices. You ask questions, I answer them. All you have to do right now to get into that, it's literally free. Just sign up with the Binance link in the description. We're getting close to 1,000 referrals. At 1,000 referrals, I'm planning my first very big crypto giveaway on the channel. So if you guys haven't yet, go sign up, link in the description. It's still free, very limited amount of time. I'm going to be closing that here in the next couple of weeks. So if you want to sign up to the number one trading website in the world, and 2, get access to my trades, to have some sort of direction or something to follow to make some money in cryptocurrency, sign up right now. And on top of that, guys, we have the crypto Discord. The crypto Discord is completely free. We're almost at 1,000 members at the time I'm recording this, and you can just go in there, talk about coins, get opinions from people, and talk to me directly, face to face. Last but not least, if you guys have any holdings in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, I am partnered with a website called BlockFi. If you hold your coins in there, you're going to get interest every single day on your Bitcoin. Let's say you put in $10,000 of Bitcoin. Every single day, you're going to get a payment in Bitcoin that is going to compound interest and just gain more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin and more Bitcoin. As you guys know, there's becoming a very limited amount, a scarce amount of Bitcoin. So getting paid every day in Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum is a very, very good thing. Something to look into. You get a Bitcoin bonus on deposit. That link is also in the description. Sorry for all the plugs, but the crypto Discord's free information. The sign up link for Binance to get in the trading group, it's literally free. There's a limited time, and I'm going to teach you how to make money. And the BlockFi thing, I mean, it literally makes you free money every day. And on top of that, it's one of the few things I have to support the channel right now. I'm not monetized. I'm not making any money from recording this video. So you make money. It's literally a win-win. I just had to get that out there. How do I begin the story? So a long time ago, I'm just going to free will this and get just how I feel, okay? A long time ago, 2017, I bought around 25,000 of a token, a coin called Lind. At the time, it was very, very cheap. If I had to predict or guess the price, I want to say, I don't even know. Very, very cheap. Not a lot of my portfolio was in this. I want to say Lind was roughly like, I don't know. I don't even know the prediction, but like, I think I overall paid less than $1 for this coin. There was a merger with Lind into the coin called Aave, AAVE. Some of you guys have probably heard of it recently because it's going absolutely insane. The price of this is going up, and every time it goes up, I just want to punch myself, you know? I want to punch myself. So, I bought that coin and I put it in a wallet that I forgot about for like 4 years. I went and recovered the wallet. This was roughly 2 weeks ago. Only to my surprise, like I thought I had a couple of $1,000s in there. Only to my surprise that a lot of the coins that I invested in increased a lot in value. One of these coins was AAVE, Aave. I never heard of it. I literally had no clue what it was. I traded on Binance US. And on Binance US, there is not a Aave. There's not an AAVE. It does not exist on Binance US. So all the trading knowledge that I was doing over the last year, day trading, for close to a year, as you guys know, I profited around $70,000 doing that. I just never studied the market. I didn't know anything about the coin. So as soon as I got it, I transferred the coin to Coinbase because there wasn't a wallet for it on Binance, sadly. And I sold the coin for Bitcoin instantly. I regret that. So I'll put a little screenshot right here so you guys can see. I sold 243 Aave for, I think, at like 0.5 something Bitcoin. Let's head over to a chart right now for Aave. So like I said, this was roughly 2 weeks ago. So Aave, if you go up and 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 up. And so I think I originally got into the account when Aave was about right here on January 16th. Aave was around, no, I got in right here at January 18th. Aave was around $200. Like I said, I never had heard of it. And at the time, my holdings in Aave was close to $50,000. And I was like, I just found $50,000 that I didn't know I had. I had money in other coins and things of that nature, but I literally found 50 grand that I didn't know I had. My first reaction was, let's sell it, right? Let's sell this coin because I know nothing about it, and let's put this coin into coins that I know about. Now, granted, I did this, and the coins that I know about also went up in value, but it hurts. It still hurts. I predict, now that I've researched Aave, that these 243 Aave that I sold will be upwards of $1,000 even by the end of this year, if not something like 2 grand or something. If you look at Aave, there's actually only 12 million coins in circulation, period, with a max supply of 16 million. So literally less than Bitcoin. There is a chance that these Aave, it can go insane, dude. This coin can go insane. This coin could be 10 grand someday. And, I'm going to refer back to this video someday at me recording this and looking at this graph. This video is mostly for me to look back and just hate myself, okay? So I sold, as you seen in the trade, I think I sold on the 21st of January, which, well, would you look at that? It's the absolute lowest day since I got it. So I got in right here, and then it's the lowest day that I had access to these coins that I sold it because I didn't know what it was. I seen that I had a huge spike from here to here in like 2 weeks, man. It went from $84 to $200. So I'm like, dude, we're going to hit a big correction period. Let me take my money out of this, and let me put it into another coin that I know something about. Okay, I did that, and like I said, I made money on the other coins, but I didn't know the correction period was going to be 1 day. It was going to go down from 200 to 173, and then literally the next day shoot all the way up to 276. I didn't know that. I had 243 of these coins, and if you that's $100. That literally, it jumped from January 21st when I sold to January 24th. It jumped $100 per coin. If you do the math, that's $24,000 that I could have made if I would have just waited 3 more days. If I would have just recovered this account 3 days later, I would have $25,000 more in my portfolio. Not only that, but as you can see, well, it's at February 2nd, it's at 300, February 3rd, it's at 400, and February 5th. What do you know? We're almost to $500. So are you telling me that this coin on February 2nd, 2 days ago, was 300, the next day was 400, and the next day we're probably going to hit 500. So let's just get a calculator, shall we? A little calculator. So let's just go ahead and calculate this now and see how bad this really can be. So 243 times $500 is $121,500. Did you hear me? $121,500. If I would have just recovered this account a week later, 2 weeks later, I recovered this account on the 18th of January, so I don't know how long ago that was at the time that I'm recording this video, roughly 2 weeks. Just pain, man. Just pain. I think I sold them for, I want to say I sold in the 180s. I want to say like 82 something low times 243 equals 44. Like I said, I increased this amount. I did make money off this. The 44,000 here, I'm sure I've turned it into like 50 or 60. I can't really trace it because I do a lot of trades, but I definitely increased this amount of money. But man, that amount of money, man. Now, I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. One, if you get into a coin at a very low price that has huge upside, do your research before you sell it, because I didn't know anything about it. And I'm like, listen, I'm very bullish on these other projects that I know are going to do huge. So I'm going to sell this coin and move it here. And who knows, maybe in the future, you know, these other coins I invested in are going to take off in the way that Aave is taking off. But like I said, this coin's going to hit $1,000. I'm going to know that I had $250,000 sitting there that I just got rid of. You know, it's going to suck. It's going to eat me alive forever. But the biggest rule, number one rule that I always have with myself in crypto is you can't sit here and talk about the what ifs. You know, what if you would have bought that coin when it was, you know, what if you would have bought Bitcoin in 2013? What if, you know, the real answer to what if you would have bought Bitcoin in 2013, you probably would have sold it when it hit 30 bucks, when it hit 100 bucks, you know. The amount of people that bought Bitcoin in 2013 that are still holding to this day is very few, if honestly anyone. I don't know if anyone that bought Bitcoin for 6 cents when it came out still has Bitcoin today. That same Bitcoin, I don't know if that exists. But what I can tell you is I lost a lot of money, basically just luck, just chance that I, you know, in one case, it's good luck. I made a lot of money off of a very little amount of money. I could have made a lot more money. If I would have, you know, just waited another 2 weeks, I would have that much more money in my account, but I don't. And I'm going to end this video knowing that, you know, I still made probably 100x, maybe more on this trade. So I can't beat myself up too bad, but I could have made 200x or 300x or maybe 1,000x. I could have maybe 1,000x here, and that's really disappointing. Just not really, just not great, you know, just not great. But yeah, that's it for the video, man. Stay strong, guys. Don't live on the what ifs in crypto. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and turn on notifications, because sometimes these videos are urgent. You want to be there first. You want to get on the news as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for watching, man. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.